Boom.
Was that? Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Assorted Adventures live stream. My name is Sergio. This is James. This is the Talkback show where we go over ways to run a campaign or a session with no prep by talking about our thought process during the one shot that we streamed last Thursday, which James was our fantastic DM. Amazing. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Hey, I got some good words for you too, James, and then I also have some strong questions for you. But no, it's gonna be all great, hopefully constructive, and hopefully you guys learn a lot from our successes and our failures. So, James, if you got anything to add or anything you want to brace yourself with at the start, any defenses you want to make before.
Let's see.
So
I just have a simple statement. There's ups and there's downs in life. You can't have the good without the bad to compare it to, and not every campaign can be purgatory. Lytheos, I forget your guy's name. Lothair. Not every campaign.
I never know my guy's name. It's fine.
Not everything can be Lothair Barge, right?
That was an excellent one. I think it's still up if anybody wants to go watch. But yeah, so tell me what I absolutely loved the world. I thought it was super strong, the setting that you wove and just how it all came together and how so strongly in my head I could picture this very dope setting. So I guess tell me what you rolled up and then your quick thought process on that just to get us started.
I'm also just doing a quick audio test before I say anything super important.
I can hear.
Oh, my audio sounds kind of like trash, but that's fine, I guess. One day
That's my audio.
I'll make
Is
this.
my audio just normal poo-poo Discord trash?
The audio sounds pretty okay.
Pretty okay. That is the quality to which we aspire here. So
mine's not even pretty okay. I think mine's quite jankies.
Interesting. Weird. Well, I'll talk. So what the world that you rolled was?
Oh, it's fine. I mean, the audio's fine. So.
Okay. All right. You're good to go then, because I don't know what you rolled. I forgot.
The world I rolled. Should I just click over to the other stream tab? No, it was
Undead.
I'm trying to think in order. There was Undead, Chinatown, and Revenge, but I think it went Undead. Yeah, it was Zombies / Undead, then Revenge, and I was like, this is horrible. And then I got Chinatown, and I was like, this is fine.
Well, it could have. I like that that's what made it. I like that that's what made it good for you. That's just a setting, but you went with it well. So
I didn't want eating my sponsored Nintendo Pokemon Oreos.
Sponsored by we're sponsored by Coke and Oreos. So we came double
got the big sponsors.
I know, yeah.
Anyway, what the heck was I saying? I have many thoughts, but yeah, I think I got Undead and I was like, I don't want to do another zombie one. We already did a zombie one and it was like middlingly successful.
Did we?
This was off stream. The ice zombies we did.
Oh yeah.
That
was good.
I feel like you can do zombies well, but I just wasn't in a mood to like do zombies. Anyway, so I was hoping something more interesting would come up, or that I could use the undead side. Like I thought of like undead from World of Warcraft, just like a whole race of like dead people who live in a city of dead people, stuff like that. And I was like, hey, that could be something. Then Revenge, I was like, I hate this. This shouldn't be on the list. This isn't.
What? It's so fucking good. I disagree. I think that'd be.
It just doesn't give me as a world builder. It gives me very little to work with.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's more for the.
Yeah, well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Like, that's not really about the world at all. It's about the story, I guess. But maybe we'll.
And the world helps dictate the story. So.
Now I'm set on a vendetta. Anyway, I'll blame all my woes on the Revenge, but then I got Chinatown, which is like a dope ass setting. It has a lot of personality and flavor, and you can really take it in a lot of directions. I think the issue was one issue I feel now in retrospect is I was so hell bent on doing something like sci-fi and unusual.
You like, literally said
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was so hell bent on like, it's like I want cyberpunk, I want whatever sci-fi, I want like something different because we've done a lot of fantasy so far and a little bit of realism, primarily fantasy, I think. We go check the list, but I think so.
For sure, all heavily fantasy, no matter the setting.
Yeah.
Which I think is hard to oh my god, I loved all the characters. How you're right. Yeah, none of them were I forgot the name of that game that came out, but they're all like fuzzy, cute. I picture them like half gross, half cute, like creatures. None of them were D&D creatures at all, and I really enjoyed that. It felt like a cool, dope video game that I would play, not at all a D&D
I'm glad.
setting, which
I think I was trying to make it a little video gamey. I was thinking of like
that was probably my favorite part, just the setting and the aesthetics of the world. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So well done.
I don't know where it all fell apart then.
Be proud.
It does feel weird though to like.
I could tell.
It feels weird though to go so far off the prompts. I feel like a little dirty because I was like, there was nothing about space or neo cyber or whatever. The Chinatown part kind of got forgotten a little bit as well, but.
Oh, it was always in the back of my head of like aesthetics. I feel like it's also, I guess, a good cheap note for any world building that you do. It's fine to cheat and say like, if you can't describe something well, or in addition to describing something well, say like it's like this, because how you said it's like Hawkeye in Japan, like we talked about, like that in addition to your great verbal descriptions, like said it for me. It was like, oh, got it. That's something I visually remember and I'm aware of, and that's just like seals the deal.
I've definitely been thinking about that a bit, because it's like feels like a cop out, but I like to kind of throw it in.
It's not.
I've done it a couple times now, and I like.
That's even.
Yeah, go ahead.
In Quest, you remember how we won a run shot real quick of it's a game system. It's incredibly welcoming and for new players to role-playing games. But I think D&D can be too. That's why I don't even do Quest, but whatever. But part of the prompts like of world building for the DM, the GM, is like just say like a popular culture thing that your world is like. Like that's a prompt. Like that just shows how good and easy it can be to get a kid or literally anybody like into that mindset.
Yeah, I think there's for sure beauty of like even referencing Dimension 20 being like it's Hogwarts. Like you don't really like 2 words and you already kind of know so much about the world, and like players bring a ton of assumptions in, which is nice. But yeah, I feel like it's a nice little like bow to wrap up and throw at the end. I'm wondering if maybe it'd be good to even start with that, because it'll immediately prompt them on it. I've always thrown mine at the end, but
I'm also not great at 1, paying attention, and 2, visualizing things in my head. So for someone like me, it is really helpful to hear. So I guess it depends on your players, but also like most people aren't very attentive in general. So it is like, it's nice.
I think I might spin my prompts around now and start with, think about this, or like imagine Hawkeye's whatever, Neo Japan, Neo Tokyo, neon flashing lights, and then describe the scene. Because that might make it easier to visualize. Like would that then kind of set a base for you where everything I describe you can just like see in that theme?
Absolutely, for sure. And yeah, just undoubtedly for me, yes, that would help.
I think I might. I mean, it's all natural. Like
I don't do that either. I don't.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of these things in the moment.
Yeah, but I'll maybe keep that in mind. Anyway, yeah, I guess I just felt dirty about that start, but yeah, by the end I felt like there was a decent. It was like a little bit of Borderlands, a little bit of Cyberpunk.
In no world did I get Borderlands vibes in the slightest.
Just the robots, all the robots everywhere.
Oh, okay. When I picture Borderlands, like gross, ripped apart robots and half-naked men in Greece everywhere. It's like,
yeah, no, sorry, not that part. Really, just the robots. There's like, have you played Borderlands?
Yeah.
Like Hyperion is what I'm talking about.
Oh, shiny pretty. Okay.
Yeah, like nice angular robots with like bright paint and whatever, like just, and a lot of guns, like that kind of.
Oh yeah, the gun that you gave me, yeah, I for sure pictured that as like a badass.
Oh exactly, yeah, that was like, straight up. Yeah, that's for sure.
Also, I like the laser sickle. That was dope.
Laser sickle was dope, and then never got.
It's still just cool to have.
Nice to have.
I like weirdly shaped. Oh my god, have you seen Star Wars Visions?
Not yet. Oh, is it?
The first, it's in the trailer.
The umbrella.
So spoiler. Yes, it's so fucking ridiculous and cool, and I love it. everyone was like flipping their shit over Kylo Ren and his little hilt, and then we got Umbrella lightsaber. Yeah,
That's out?
Yeah, it's out. And they're only like 14-minute episodes, and the episodes like that's it. That's the entirety of all you'll see of these characters.
Super
ever.
cool. Short.
Because they're standalone.
Short play.
Yeah, it's great.
I have to write a 10-minute.
And they're diverse. The second episode's like not a musical, but like it's about a dude going to a rock concert, basically, or a guy performing at like a concert in front of Jabba.
The race.
Jabba's. I don't think there's a race. Jabba's palace. Maybe there's two singing themed.
I think there's another music.
Okay. Are they the fighting or music? I guess that's the two genres they have.
Yeah, no, short form is very interesting. I'm taking like, this random anecdote I want to mention. Like I'm taking these creative writing courses, one playwriting, one creative writing. I feel like it frames storytelling so much for my brain. I think it's very helpful for DMing one shots.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
I mean, we'll see if I get better. Tell me if I get better over time, but
please. My structure is YouTube video, and this one guy telling me, all right, for one shots, you got to do a 1-2-1 thing where it's like 1 hour intro, 2 hours in the middle of like build up, and then 1 hour of like big boom explosive stuff.
That's for sure what we naturally do. Just
yeah, except that one time I goofed it with Eth Thorn, and that was like big ramp up, then drop off in the middle. But
yeah, no, that was funny, especially because the final battle was so much less dramatic than. Well, but no, that's a structure. I mean, so the thing is, like, especially for the playwriting class, we're learning about structures and things like that. And there's like all sorts of structures. Doesn't have that's like a 1-2-1 whatever is a super generic like. Whatever this type story arc. I guess is my screen reverse. No, this. But I'm trying to think. Like, there's a bunch of other. I mean, even just one structure is like the 5 stages of grief. Like, if you had your thing start with denial and then move to anger and then move to bargaining and then move.
That would be great. That should be a theme.
That's So like that's the. There's like tons of structures that can be like way more abstract or like not just like, you know, that and stuff.
Throw in your English major crap, all your writing, just throw them into our.
For sure, that'd be, oh my god, that'd be a fun campaign to play if you. I don't know how you'd frame that as the DM, because that's like feels a lot like the player, unless the forces they're going up against. You got a tattoo? Is that new?
Yeah, I just got some badass ink, baby. Look at me. A little kid drew this on me at work today.
Nice. It looks like your art style.
Thank you. They're good. What can I say?
You sounded like you were about to say something, so I'm gonna take a bite of my Oreo.
I have absolutely no clue what I was gonna say.
Never mind.
I forgot. Unless you can tell me what you were talking about before, then I'll maybe get.
Yeah, I think that's. I have no idea what your notes mean, but that's pretty much everything. The start did all that.
I did not write explain the story in one sentence.
That's what I write. No, that's my first question.
Yeah, I don't know what the.
I mean, I don't know what all this blue stuff you wrote is. Are these just notes?
That was you. You wrote construction core. You wrote skull grabbers.
I wrote that.
That was not me, because I don't remember any of their names, James, or what the construction core was called.
Grunge, Bess, and Tinch. Oh man,
that was all you. 100%. I don't know what that means either. Trying to roast me.
Whoops. Okay, explain the story in one sentence. Who does that? You do that.
I don't. Okay. I feel like that should be the DM.
No, the story of the campaign. Or the story of the session.
I know. I think that should be the DM. The way I play is that it's fully going through my brain and out, and I have to rewatch stuff to remember.
Oh, really?
What happened? So my memory's not great. Don't even know what happened today at work. My little Pip dude, she's great. I'm a girl. Came in, landed, and was like, "Oh, I'm here for revenge on construction corps because they came in and ruined my entire land. I'm here." Her plan was just to straight up go to construction corps.
This is not one sentence. What the hell? What the?
Oh, sorry. I can't do one. That's impossible.
That's the point.
That's like a class assignment that takes me hours to do. I can't do this. Fine. Pip comes into Tokyo. tries to go in.
Neo
comma,
Chinatown. What the hell?
whatever. Gets in, comma, gets captured to go talk with people, comma. This is a run-on sentence. And hopes are dashed as she learns that it's impossible to do a thing, and she kills herself.
Yeah, it can be a run-on sentence. That's okay. Give me one run-on sentence. I was so distracted that whole time I was doing audio things. Crap.
Good. You would not appreciate it.
Well, you said she comes in and she wants to hear revenge, and then what?
She gets like attacked by some rise up dude. What are those people called? Rebels. And is brought into their group, tries to infiltrate, learns that it's literally impossible, gives up, kills herself.
Interesting. I feel like that's more summary. What I'm going for is like,
oh my god, say it then.
It sounds like, what's this about or something? Like, yeah, what's the story? You just be like,
that's not what it says. It says explain the story, which I did.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I should change it then.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be like, Pip joins a crew of immortal, like anarchists.
Like back of book cover. This is good. Sorry.
What?
It's like back of a book.
Yeah,
cover.
back of a book cover. Pip joins a crew of immortal rebels, who have been fighting for over 1,000 years against Construction Corp, who destroyed Pip's planet, and Pip fails and kills himself.
Herself.
Pip gives up and kills herself.
Yeah. Yep.
What a sad story.
Is a strong word. Pip realizes that literally it's impossible and nothing she does will matter.
Gives up.
I disagree so strongly. Go
Pip
watch
is lightly
that 3
disheartened
hours
and kills herself.
You've broken so many of my characters. I don't know if that says more about me or your DM style, or you're just like bashing me into the ground.
Look, you gotta
keep me sad.
You gotta have
or
problems.
angry.
You gotta struggle.
That's why my characters are so evil.
All of your characters.
You break me down until I can't. I have no joy. But these fun romps that I put you on, you're like having fun, doing great.
What? My character had a breakdown.
Which one?
Oh
my god, your little 2-minute breakdown? Get out of here. You're fine. You died 3 times in an infinite time loop, and then you're like, I'm gonna go cry. Come on, dude. That's on. That's getting.
Oh wait, thought process for coming up with the world. I totally didn't even see this. I started defining the world in like Neo Tokyo, whatever. I was like, oh cool, that's Chinatown. Oh god, Neo Chinatown. And I was like, revenge, you're just gonna be destroying Construction Corp because they destroyed your home planet. You're a frog person. And then it was gonna be just really just that. And you were gonna like come in with a crew who were also trying to take them down, and that was it. And then I was like, just like 45 minutes in or something, I think you mentioned something about the prompts or something like that, and I looked over and I was like, I completely forgot it said zombie undead.
Really? I thought, was that before or after I met the bird dude?
No, sorry, actually that was right before you met the bird dude. Because when I wrote
the bird dude, I was like, suspicious as hell.
The first note,
this thing.
I wrote the bird dude, I was like, Skippy the undead crow.
Wow, there's some thorough notes. That's more than I ever do. That's good. I'm just like, randomizer, generate a name. All right, this guy's
yeah, so undead was for sure shoehorned in, but then it became pretty integral, so.
No, it was also super clever. I never would have thought of that. That's insane to have like them be immortal, undying people. Like, it's not zombie, it is they can't die. They're undead. And I thought that was super great and clever twist.
Thank you. I thought it was a fun world.
Yeah, it was a fantastic world. This has prompted me, I need to get more creative with like the words and interpreting them. I think because I think I like found most of them. I have like a very specific meaning or grasp of where they originate. So I'm like, I immediately gravitate to that.
Yeah,
But think I need to be more loosey goosey, have more fun.
for sure. That's like one of the first notes I made mentally was like, I'm gonna be really liberal with the interpretation of the prompts, and try to find like weird ways to apply it.
Like Alice in Wonderland, I didn't really do that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what you would have if you teleported me into a different world. Maybe if we were in their world, that's more Alice in Wonderland-y. I don't know though.
Yeah, for sure. Like what your original thought was that I am there. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't know why I didn't, but I did. That seemed harder. It seemed like a lot of stuff was already going down with the Groundhog Day. I was like, I can't like have you repeating life and death, and then also have you trapped in another world. That seems like too much.
That's great. Yeah, you're in another world, and actually, that's the plot of anime ReZero. It's you're in another world, and you come back every time you die.
Oh, cool. We should just add that to the list. That's too fun.
Yeah, I mean it's basically the same as Deathloop or whatever other one. Groundhog Day.
Also, Deathloop, I want to play that so much. The new Arcane game, like from Dishonored.
Seems interesting for sure. It looks so Dishonored-y.
Yeah, I heard the shooting's way better, and also it looks the story. I got like a little blip of it. It seems so interesting.
Hello, Valixion. Welcome back.
Hello.
Good to see you.
How's it going? Great to see you again.
It is great to see you again. We're just talking about our campaign from Tuesday, because we stream on Tuesdays now for the one shots. It was a very depressing ending.
It was a beautiful fun setting, and yeah, it was a very sad ending for Pip, the little frog, who because it was she was in a gang with a bunch of immortal people, and then quickly like trying to infiltrate a place that was shown to be quite impossible to get into, James. Look, which I would love to talk about.
It's about your...
What's their solution to the puzzle when you kept saying
it's about a go-getter attitude.
You can't sneak in, you can't get down, you can't dig around because there's bombs implanted. There's literally no option.
My plan was simply to make it very difficult, a very difficult improv puzzle. It was a mental exercise in, can Sergio come up with a plan that is clever enough that I feel like this team of immortal people haven't thought of it or haven't tried it or something, or it would just sound good enough to them to try. So I just put myself in their mindset, and every solution you gave, I was like, all right, of course they would have tried to drill into it. That's insane. Like, they've had 1,000 years to work on this. But I was like, can you come up with something?
So you're giving me Sergio versus 1,000 years of experience and practice. That is the level, and also just your brain of whatever you can think of. It's my little versus thousands of years. That seems unfair.
There's one major regret I've thought of since then, which I think this would have saved the session.
It took 2 hours in that one room.
No, that part is fine. Well, yeah, okay. So that definitely is like, whenever you have a scene dragging on that long like that, and it feels like it's kind of like going off the deep end, I feel like that's when you know something wrong has already happened. And you need to remedy it. I think lane shifting a terrace in general. Hey, see, they haven't tried that. They don't have that level of magic. You could have brought some new...
I was a ranger with minimal to no magical abilities. It was a random roll. No, I could not do anything that cool. I commanded a fly. I had a spell to like cast vision and talk to a fly so I can see from it as I sent it down some stairs, and then it died or something. Got eaten. I don't know.
No, you just gave it. Just flew back to you, then you ate it.
Oh yeah, true. I was a frog. You can't not.
Yeah.
Never say I'm not a great role player, James. My frog character ate a fly.
Yeah, you ate your own sentry, your own whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Whoopsie.
What the heck? Oh, anyway, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I feel like once you've gone down those paths, like it definitely happened to me, that moment where it's like, okay, this conversation's been going on way too long, and the player's definitely getting like disheartened or bored or confused, or like has lost this like clear drive. Like I feel like, especially in a one shot, you can't meander. Like you need a clear driving force at all times. in a campaign, I'd for sure be like, whatever, dude, spend 2.5 hours talking to these people.
It's also different when you're not one-on-one, because you definitely could have like, if it's other people, we could have bounced off ideas. But when it's just me, it's like I feel I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, Velixion, 15 and higher, and it does not. Is a 17. All right, the fly did not have parasites, so
Pip is good. I mean, Pip. Okay,
Pip
spoilers.
killed themselves.
Yeah, Pip. She felt so hopeless by the end. There was like a chance for literal immortality with like a pill.
I know, you
like,
literally.
that's insane and sad. They were all my immortal like people who were breaking into the place with me. They were sad and pathetic, and their lives sounded terrible. Pip did not want that. Pip was good. She was willing to. Yeah, Pip did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if she has parasites, either way, she would not.
Yeah,
it
that
would
was
not matter. We also were running out of time and needed to end the stream quickly, so that's how I chose to. What we're talking about.
Yeah, what a brutal ending. Anyway, before they can't skip forward to the ending. Yeah, we were at that scene where you were talking to all of them. In a normal campaign, I'd for sure just let you talk to them for a really long time, but it's like, yeah, we got to push this along. So I think that's when I mentioned that Tessa, is that her name in the notes? Oh, Fess.
She seems like a Tessa. That's fair.
Imagine being immortal with immortal tapeworms. True. Your parasites would have also consumed the immortal gummy bear that you were gonna eat.
No, I'd be in constant pain for all of eternity.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
That's when I was like, okay, Fess has this whole like crew of people that she's been brainwashing, whatever. Here's another tool in your arsenal.
By that point, I was so disheartened. I was like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want.
I know, yeah, you were just like, I give up, just go.
It was okay. I was tired. It was like 2 hours into being in the base. I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm like, now Pip is like, I want to rush in. Like, I see why y'all do this. This is impossible. I'm just gonna go for it. But also because I was trying to like continue like to action or to like more content other than not being there and just discussing. So I relinquished some what Pip would actually do, and is like, let's get this going. So I was like, rushing. Yeah,
I think realistically probably Pip would like sit there all night long and plan, or like plan for a week or something.
No need for her to rush in.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That very moment, like, I came here on a flight 2 hours ago. Let's get this done now. Like, we're good.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is that where a time skip? I haven't thought about anything like that, but it's like you spend the next week planning roll or something, and suggestions you gave last time to get eaten by a graboid.
Yeah, it was I forgot the exact name of the creature. Was it graboid?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah, that was it was like a giant worm creature that ate a not beloved character.
Hey, he was beloved.
I did not like Clingfield. That name is etched into my brain. I remember it. I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm glad you know it. That's rare.
Yeah, usually that's right on. It's seared into my brain. Yep, good old rip Cling. Oh wait, no, Clingfield lived. Hey, it all worked out.
That would have been good. Yeah, Velixion, you could have bailed Sergio, bailed Pip out. That would have been.
Yeah, you could have saved good old Pip.
What level were you?
Probably like, I think like 13. I don't know why that number's sticking out of my head, but it is.
Oh,
I was like a 13 barbarian or something.
No. Yeah, I thought you were just 10. No, maybe you were 11 or something. But this time.
Oh yeah, with Pip the little frog, she was 11.
I feel like you had no abilities. Oh, you did a ton of damage with a sniper rifle, actually.
Yeah, you gave me a super dope, homebrew sniper, which always appreciated. I blast the crotch off, or like the lower half of like 4 people. When I was really tired and stressed at the end of the stream, and I was like, "There's no hope." I went full murder hobo.
Wait, yeah, you always get tired and then just become a murderous psycho.
That's okay. With the purgatory one, I was not a murderous psycho. I was a good, consistently good, and then sad. Like,
except when you left Jeremiah on the.
I stand by leaving him. He was safe and fine.
Yeah, he was fine.
He was good. I was upset. My friends had just died. What do you want from me?
What the heck? The bee bag. But also, that was base. I feel like the setup that I gave you for their base was pretty much like a, here is a insanely difficult situation where they have a 500 story tower that also goes, 100 stories underground and also has drill bomb defenses. It has scanners, it has biometrics, it has an army of robots. Oh, big bad evil guy.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that was,
I feel like that's actually kind of similar to the situation that was.
exactly that, except if somehow they were even more powerful.
Yeah, it was even better than that.
That is, yeah, and it was just me, little Sergio Dumbbrain, going up against thousands of years of wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, I guess that's, if you had a whole party, you'd feel, maybe we should do a 1-on-2 one-shots.
Sure, I'm down.
Do you think that would keep you more? I feel like we have this thing often, which is like some kind of emotional fatigue after like getting shit on enough times. We just like.
I also think it'd be harder to do this with not one-on-one because of just like rolling random stuff. But I'm not emotionally tired. It was different. I feel like just put me in less sad settings and I'll be fine. Like at the end of Purgatory, I was like fine. That was not Sergio being tired. That was the character being like emotionally drained. That felt real. This one was like, I'm tired of the situation that Pip was in. It's like Pip's done. Also, it's like we're on our 4th hour. We need to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I couldn't imagine like a better, like if we want like a nice bow ending. I don't know. Pip's like, I'm gonna see y'all later, and just like walks out of the base as like people are firing faster.
Yeah, I kind of like
I'm
that.
gonna take a nap. I'll be back tomorrow to try this another time.
Yeah, wait, that sounds good. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow for our next try.
Yeah, I was kind of this mortality gummy real quick.
I thought that was gonna be. I thought that was a feasible ending that was gonna happen. Is like you fail, but you take the immortality gummy as you're about to die, and then the ending is like, well, better like let's try again tomorrow, basically.
Pip didn't want to do that. It was too. The immortality seemed awful with how you.
Clearly, the revenge was not so important to Pip.
Pip went full like it's all about money wins over everything, and there's no world in which I overcome this gigantic company that has infinite power and money.
Pip finally understood capitalism.
Yeah, yes. It was like, wow.
Pip was like, they destroyed my whole home planet for profit. I get it.
Exactly. She's like, you know what? They have a point. This is good.
It works.
I'm gonna go apply.
6 perfect.
Robe of Eyes.
Robe of Eyes. Robe of Eyes sounds so cool.
This is why I vote that we just start with random items at the beginning. Just one.
That could be fun. You froze on me though. Are you still there? Oh, he's. I do like the idea. I was gonna bring it up as well. I guess I'll have to repeat it once he's back. But oh, you're back.
Cool.
Wingfield, right, is that you?
I can.
You sound so cursed.
Idiot. I don't know how he sounds. I forgot.
Hello.
It's like SpongeBob. Gross.
Hello.
Gotta sound drier.
Wait.
Robe of Eyes looks like that. It looks like that hood from Adventure Time when, like, in the first season when they were doing the wizard school.
That's exactly what I imagined.
That 1 star. It's perfect. I have many more questions for you, but I'm just reading the Robe of Eyes stuff. Range of 120 feet.
Oh, I like the idea. That's what I was gonna say. I've actually been thinking about this recently more. Is like, should the player just come in with a character or something? It's like, I feel like we're not getting the most robustness out of randomization. Plus, like, it doesn't fit your. Or if we could just speed run, make a character. I feel like it'd be nice because we had this problem, especially, oh my god, in the murder mystery, where like I didn't have proficiency in any, like, I wanted to make a character who obviously, if curated properly, would have high charisma and proficiency in those skills, but because it's randomly generated, they don't. So the description of my character doesn't fit the stats that were chosen.
I think because I think we discovered that the fast character generator does like optimize stats. I think it was
No,
just the
but not optimizing, not
for the setting.
optimizing, but being like, what if my character is a lover of animals and like is a whatever, tends to the animals of the forest, but I just don't have proficiency in animal handling, but also like
I think
they just happen to not choose, like if I'm like a paladin, oh shoot, paladins have high charisma, I chose like the one class. um I'm like a fighter and so I don't have any charisma, but it's like I probably would put points in charisma if I was actually making this character.
if you tell, because I think I did that for one of your
Yeah, no,
things.
that's what I was thinking. We've done where you get kind of a fake oh, for the Alice in Wonderland, because I was a researcher, I got proficiency there.
Yeah, I was like, give you +6 whatever to that modifier. I feel like that's fine, but also I'm not opposed to rolling the character sheet after the world and like setting if it's like, oh, this is a punk noir, and then it's like, okay, rogue or whatever would be befitting that setting.
Yeah.
I think it's fine too. We can discuss that later. That's probably not interesting to.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So I got some more questions to blast at you from.
Oh, hey, Velixion likes the idea of coming in with a chosen magic item. That sounds fun. The DM can really make a hard world if
we Lexion, I'm excited. So how this thing works is like it's a big wheel that James and I added stuff to, and one of them is level 20 character versus DM. And I'm so excited for that day where it's just like you have the most OP character in the world versus your DM just is like actively trying to kill you, which I guess is easy and possible. But I mean, you want some fun. Neither of us would just like auto drop like 30,000 gold. I don't know what a strong monster is, but whatever. Gold something, apparently.
you get 30,000 gold, you just drop a bunch of money on them.
You get crushed by the weight of the immense, yeah.
The metaphysical or the philosophical weight of the money.
You get crushed by the weight of capitalism.
Yeah, exactly. Make a wisdom saving throw about feeling guilty and unable to move because of your wealth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Split capitalism for one. I guess we've already covered that. Honestly, probably more than once.
Capitalism would be, yeah. I feel like capitalism naturally comes up as a subject, but that could be a good one actually. I'll add that.
I would not know what to do with that. I'm not smart enough for that.
I feel like I would just put you in a shop. I'd make you like a menial like laborer or something, a retail worker.
It's that story, that short story that you wrote. That's all it is.
That's, yeah, Shopkeep's Tale. Yeah.
Which I would love. I'm still dying to. Oh my god, there is a game like that. It's a VR game where you're just like a blacksmither and you have like these badass heroes coming by and you're just making weapons for them in a blacksmithing shop. Probably slightly more interesting than your character was. He was just like a shopkeeper owner. Although like a cool magic stuff, but still. So was there a right way to infiltrate?
Maybe we should make a random. Sorry.
I was just gonna keep on the question.
Maybe we should make a random generator the same way we do the wheel, but for the character. So like,
that's literally exactly it, except you can't see the wheel.
No, because it's like ours would be better.
Okay.
Because if we were to do a random world generator, which I bet there are, I doubt they'd be as robust. Plus, they're like, it's a lot. By just having like 3 words, you're getting a lot more flexibility than like their crappy like, oh, you love law and money. And
you misunderstand flexibility, my friend. That is far more flexibility to give you something vague than 3 specific things. I know what you mean because you very much like those constraints, but I would not call it.
All right, like you roll the wheel, you get corporate fat cat, blacksmith, and like devout worshiper. Like, can you come up with a character? Yeah. Like your whole body just freezes.
I didn't hear the first one. I just heard blacksmith and devout worshiper.
The first one's important. Corporate fat cat, like mogul.
No, I can't think they're all 3. That one ruined it. It's like it's my boring day job where I'm like pushing paper, and then I go home to do my hobby, which is blacksmithing, all the while like praising.
I was
God.
thinking you run like a blacksmithing enterprise, like a huge, like you have like a massive like mall, but like a fantasy mall. So it's like this just giant store with like tons of blacksmith stuff, and you like run the place, and you like sit at your desk, and you're like, oh.
I wrote that for an old campaign with or it's like a magical mall. It's like a tiny little shop, but inside it's like Howl's Moving Castle with like the turnstiles, and it's like whole different like mall shop.
Nice.
And I have like a long list of homebrew magic items. I'm so pumped.
Changeling, 12th level assassin, 8 changeling. Yeah, I don't know what the best class for being against the DM. I was thinking wizard just so you can wish.
Their
Yo,
character is so much better than
I love your character, Velixion. Oh my god. That's a super interesting character motivation.
It's like some Hephaestus level.
Yeah, it's like, yo, that would be a great name for that character.
Yeah, I think Hephaestus, maybe this is Percy Jackson books rather than actual Greek myth, but didn't he make like some golden net to capture Ares because he was boning his wife or something?
He gave humans fire.
Was that him?
Yeah. He gave humans fire, and so the gods pushed him out of Olympus and he became a cripple.
That wasn't in Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think that was in Percy Jackson. I think that's the actual lore.
Prometheus, get out of here.
Prometheus gave him... No, Prometheus gets his liver eaten.
Yeah, because that was in Percy Jackson.
Then why did they push Hephaestus, by the way? Why did they push Hephaestus out of... Because I know he's the blacksmith has like... It's hobbled. I don't know. Whatever words are good to describe that.
Yeah, for sure. His leg is...
Yeah,
actually, I don't know if that's more... It's Percy Jackson stuff, I think.
No, that's he like his legs are kind of messed up. Making god chains to hold the gods, that's good stuff. Anyway, if Velixion can do it, then you're getting replaced by Velixion. Or we just give the 3 prompts and then Velixion comes up with your character for you at the start of the...
Exactly. Just give me...
Do you think... what are your thoughts on that, though? How would you feel about having that and then you speed make a character sheet?
I don't enjoy... I mean, no, that's way harder. It's like... Whatever... It's like 9... 3 by 3 by 3 by 3... Or no, it's a... sorry, we have like 100...
you saying?
We have 140 options cubed, because that's how many you have, and then we have like however many options for characters cubed.
Yeah,
like that's a lot, and I feel it's already hard enough to mesh the 3 worlds that we get.
So it's like I have Animal Crossing, like Apocalypse. What?
I hate Animal Crossing. I mean, the game's fine. I just hate the idea of doing
Animal Crossing, Apocalypse, Undead, whatever, and then you get retail worker, farmer, and like spaceship driver.
That's just like truck simulator. What are you doing?
What would you... I mean, you could... That seems fine, though.
Just make a bunch of... I don't even know, truck driving. Just make a bunch of constitution saving throws. You're probably tired. Paladin that's sworn an oath of veganism. This is just James. This is
True, I am a paladin that's sworn an oath of vegan.
Yeah, or any of your...
I like the sentient treants. Yeah, are vegetarians in D&D evil because they eat... well, not all plants are alive.
Or is there like a speak with plants spell?
Sorry, all plants are definitely alive. Not all...
I think there is a speak with plants spell. If they can speak, James, if you knew that... This is great, because you actually are vegan. If you had... Sorry, I'm not allowed to disclose that information to the
Let's go ahead.
Too much.
That should be a trait for the characters. Vegan is one of the...
If you... God, if you could speak with plants and they had like, yeah, James, how's it going? Would you... I mean, you'd die if you didn't. You don't really have many options, but what would you...
Just eat salt. I feel like at that point, if there was no clear... I'm trying to think, what in my diet isn't plant-based? Which is kind of hilarious because it's literally called a plant-based diet.
Everything. That's not a... Oh, like... I feel like speak with plants probably applies to legumes too.
No, for sure. Anything that grows on a... Oh, yeah. Can it be like a... I could be like plant vegetarian, but not plant vegan, you know? Like if it's a fruit bearing tree, if the tree can talk, but the fruit is just a byproduct, like milk from a cow. You get me? I wouldn't eat the tree.
So like, are you getting consent from these animals to milk and pluck them?
No, at that point, I'd probably just go animal plant vegetarian, but not animal plant vegan. So like, I won't eat meat or like chopped up plants or like chopped up root of the plant, but I will
like
eat
fruit and cheese.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
so
pretty.
Do you have to like? That's so cool.
That's a pretty okay diet. I mean, also it's just like grains and stuff. Like grains, like you're eating just like seeds primarily, right? I guess you do harvest the whole grain.
It's like baby plants. It's like gonna be.
Ooh, that's tough though. Yeah, I don't know if that's a valid distinction.
Yeah, I think would you then just like eat meat? Like if you're like, oh, well, plants feel it too. What's the point?
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if there was like everything is the same level of whatever, then I would just be like, okay, well, if I don't eat it, I'll die. So, oh wait, no, I would still be vegetarian. I would just have animal products. I would just eat a lot of cheese.
Which is the best food in the world, in my opinion.
I'd make a hard argument for honey if the queen doesn't like the hive. Yeah, no, eating honey, that's true. That's like a much.
But don't they need? I don't know.
They eat the honey?
Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, they eat the honey. It's their food.
So you're stealing food from bees.
Yeah, but obviously, like you're not stealing so much that they die, because then they are not.
But still, what if they're like, no, I don't want you to have my honey? If they say that, you can be like,
I'll be like, sorry, dude, this is capitalism.
Really?
I pay for your home. No, it's a simple exchange. It's a simple value exchange. If the bees want to be communists, they can leave. But if I'm giving them a beehive, if I'm giving them a bee box to live in, then the least they can do is pay me some honey.
Okay. In Dungeons and Dragons, you can't be vegan, and also capitalism always wins, no matter what setting you're in. Wow. Okay.
So you don't like man? What a tangent! You don't like the character prompter idea?
No, we can talk more about it later. But my base instinct is.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with our campaign though, or
yeah,
our most recent.
It was a good tangent. I enjoyed that. That was nice.
Who stole my shit? That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued.
It was gonna be this whole great thing. It was gonna be. And they have an option. Yeah, no, see, that's what I was like, because they're not your prisoner, unlike other animals, which maybe you could say like they're literally stuck in their pen. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I eat honey, but
you do?
I do. I used to for a brief while. I didn't, but I read about it more, and I was like, I don't buy like crappy. Not explicit all of a sudden for no reason. I don't buy like shitty honey because one, it's cut with corn syrup, but two, I think there's like much worse. Actually, no, that one's really not even about the bees as much. That's just about like shitty honey is like quality. Weird contraband honey that's like, at least if you're in America, it's like there's a ban on honey from China because of some of the processing they do on it, but then it gets sold to other countries and then relayed to America like illegally, even though it is Chinese honey. There's like this whole weird, I watched a whole like documentary thing on it. Basically just like shitty honey is like really badly processed mad honey. Is that what I'm talking about? Is that a documentary? Is that what I watched?
I saw a similar thing, except I'm lazy and I watched like a 10-minute video on Vox about like succulents and how those are like illegally transported to, I think, from Mexico, and just like how they're uprooted and it's terrible and bad all around for the environment because they're just like, I think we're running low. I don't remember. I did not watch a whole documentary. I forgot everything. Again, in my brain and out. What's mad honey?
I looked it up. It's like a Turkish type of honey or something, like a really dark red honey. I don't know why it's called mad though.
Pretty. I like those like European eggs that are like the dark, like orangey red. They're like deeper. You know what I'm talking about? They're just like normal chicken eggs, but like from Europe when they're not like super processed and gross and bad and they're natural.
Aren't all eggs pretty unprocessed?
Or like, oh yeah, it's like way darker yolk.
Just genetically engineered in a different way or something?
Or just like, yeah, sad, gross, overweight chickens.
Oh, like American farming styles.
Yeah.
Gray anotoxins. Oh, I did see some mention of that in my search. Great. Oh gosh, this is like bad. Is this honey that's gonna kill you?
Mad honey's a nice color. Medicinal mad honey?
Oh. Mad honey can cause severe sickness, including vomiting, diarrhea, loss of consciousness, seizures, and although rare, fatal.
Give this to people.
Oh, so mad honey is, oh, it makes you high. It's like a neuro whatever thing. Interesting. I want a character who gets
250
high on.
grams for $80 on Etsy. Yes, please.
Crap.
Impulse buy. I did just buy a 3D printed articulated slug on Etsy for $30. So clearly I am willing to waste. Yeah, and it has a magnetic top hat. I saw a kid at work had it, and I was like, I'm buying that immediately. It's great.
There was gonna be a sick gnome in like black leather, like full. He has like a black leather hat, kind of like your dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was.
And he's gonna be wearing like a cool like leather jacket and stuff. He's gonna be all whatever.
Is that the one who stole my shit at the start?
Yeah. And then there was gonna be some. I can't remember why. There's gonna be some whole opportunity for you to. I gave you so many chances to like catch that you rolled 2 1s in a row on perception.
No, I rolled a lot of 1s.
I'm trying to remember. They were gonna bump into you, and then they were gonna like you were gonna see them, and then they were gonna try to pickpocket. Oh, I can't remember. There's some whole thing. I was trying to set you up with people. I was like, this guy needs characters. Like he's just so solo right now. Like I need to introduce some characters.
The Hermit.
And I think you were gonna fight them, and they're gonna try to rob you. I think I was gonna have a fight break out in the middle of the crowd or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there was some hole, and they were just gonna. Maybe they were gonna steal something from you, so there was a necessity that you had to go do something, and you just rolled so poorly. And then I like rolled for them or something, and they rolled well, and I was like, they're just taking all your stuff. They're taking all your belongings.
That's very fair. Yeah,
Which was, I think that was a good setup though to make a need for you.
Oh yeah, to need them. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Oh no, I would have because I'm not mean and I can take the hint when there's like something I should be doing. But yeah, that for sure
gives you
made
an
it
easy
more
excuse.
justifiable. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's cool. That makes sense. What else?
There was no right way to infiltrate. There was okay, so here's one thing. So the plan was like, I'll be pretty intense about it, is what I was thinking.
Pretty intense, okay.
But if you can come up with
2 hours of me coming up with stuff, and I'd be like, no, you idiot, we've done that already. That won't work.
Moron, you stupid god. No, they were nice. They're just like, oh yeah.
They were nice. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, well, it's especially tough for you because I don't have to think about it ahead of time. All I have to do is hear your prompt and just say that it doesn't work. So there's
that's like playing a guessing game with someone and they've not come up with like 20 questions and they've not come up with what the object is. Like, no, that's not it. Idiot. Fool. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was basically that. No, I was basically just like listening and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till you come up with an idea that they would be down for. The one thing is, as it went longer and longer, I was like, just come up with even like a half decent idea. And they'll be like, oh, wow, I never thought about that. That's kind of crazy. And all this time, we never would have thought of just something that simple. Yeah, sure, let's try it. But then you gave up at some point, and like, I think it was like the last like 20 minutes or something. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like whatever he wants. But you just would not say. You were just like, I don't know, let's just go at the front. And then I was like,
I literally couldn't think of anything else. I was like, I've exhausted all options. You're like, you describe it as an impenetrable base. Like, you can't get in through the ground around. You can't get in through inside. You can't get into the top. So I was like, fuck it, main entrance. We're just gonna walk right in. Yeah, I regret nothing.
One thing where I was like thinking about this the other day, I was like, in retrospect, I could have, when you said, have you tried to talk to them? That was a very good opportunity for me to be like, no, of course not. Why would we fucking talk to them?
You did say that.
What?
You have said that. You were nicer.
No, I was like, yeah, we tried to talk to them, but they kill us, whatever. But then I was like, that's actually great. Yeah, like these people, that's the type of thing where you could have 1,000 years to try to break into a place and you'd never try it because they just think about them as their enemy, so they would never try to talk to them. So I was like, that was a really good one where I could have been like,
an hour and 40 minutes in, Sergio. You had your first good idea. Good job.
But then the issue was, I think I said no the first time. I was like, oh yeah, we tried to talk to them, whatever. They like just kill us. And then you came up with another thing. I'm trying to remember. You had some other idea about like, oh, have you ever like made it to the bottom and tried to like talk to their person in charge? Have you ever just tried to walk in and talk to them? And I was like, they were like, no, they just shoot us on sight. And I was like, I can't not do, like, of course they shoot them on sight. These people have been like pestering them for 1,000. They for sure shoot them on sight. But at that point, I was definitely like amiable to the idea of like, you can get down to the bottom floors and talk to the people in charge and they will talk to you. But I didn't want to just like tell you that. I didn't want to just be like, yeah, how about this idea? Because like I put you for so long to like come up. I was like just hoping you would whatever kind of like come up with something on your own.
Well, so you said it was like 80 floors down, and I got 2 floors down, and that took me. Like
I was gonna skip. I was like, obviously we're not gonna play 80 floors.
All right,
that would be a really fun campaign though if you're like in a what's I gonna say, Sword Art Online. Do you know Sword Art Online?
Me? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like one of these worlds where or one of these shows where they get like transported into a video game and then this world, and it has 100 floors, like 100 massive floors, each with like a different theme. There's like the winter one, and like the beautiful rolling hills and nice lakes and like cabins one, and like going with like cool giant mines and mountains and whatever and dragons. Like, so anyway, it's just like a bunch of different themed floors, and there's like a boss on every floor. I feel like that'd be a sick setting for a campaign, and you're just like slowly climbing through the floors.
That would be. That's like more dungeon crawly than like verbal. Which
well, you just put all the floors have like cities in them because they're really big. So there's like whole towns of AI NPCs inside this game in the floor. So like on the mining one, you go there and there's like a whole mining town with people who have problems and quests and whatever. So there's like a whole, you definitely get a lot of RP and stuff.
Yeah, I would love that for a, I feel like we wouldn't be able to do anything because like not enough time.
Oh, you for sure. That has to be a whole campaign, I think.
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if Lexington, you have to willingly move for attack of opportunity?
Oh, if you move someone, you hit them.
Oh, I've never played Battle Master, but I vaguely know.
What is Battle Master a class?
I think it's a subclass. Yeah, fighter subclass. They can move?
Push other people.
Not play.
That should for sure activate attack of opportunity. Right? Because the rule is just if you move. Or the logic, not the rule necessarily, but the logic is just you're moving past them so they can hit you. And getting pushed past them.
I hope that we gain like all the knowledge of all these classes that we're randomly rolling, and eventually we'll just know every rule ever. Seems unlikely that we'll get there, but one day.
What was I gonna say? Something. Oh, I just remember your campaign, Somnium, where I had my attack of opportunity, my dragon's attack of opportunity,
I was upsetting, and also when you said flanking was a thing.
Oh yeah, and then I had my advantage from. Oh god, that was so good.
You guys killed a like final big boss like of the entire campaign. Like in the first, I for sure made him weaker and had him way less stuff than he was gonna be. Y'all immediately killed him. So good job.
Did I even ever take damage? All right, I never took damage.
I rolled really poorly. Okay, my monster was great. He had some cool shit. I like his descriptions too. It was great. Beautiful. Rip Zombie, I miss it.
Zombie.
I had more questions for you. Oh yeah, so there's a great twist, like at the very, with 45 minutes left, maybe. Fantastic, like truly excellent twist. I loved it, but I wish there was more time to deal with it. When one of my compatriots, my new members of the break-in team, I don't want to tell you. Is it just like an accident and it meant nothing? And sorry, don't tell me. Let me just set it up. I'm gonna be upset. Get ready for some yelling. Yeah, this bird creature. What the hell is his name?
Skippy,
Floppy?
the undead crow.
Floppy, whatever. Skippy. We were interrogating some people, and Skippy was good cop and was questioning them like, "Where's your boss?" And I was like, "Top floor." And then as soon as one of the people said top floor, Skippy shot him and killed
He
the
didn't
person
shoot
who
him.
said that.
He filled him with his quills.
Yeah, and he's like, huh? That doesn't matter. Ignore him. He sounds
He's Mickey Mouse.
I don't remember. Oh, kids, I'm gonna kill you. Don't you ever speak out of
I
turn.
don't remember what Skippy sounded like. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
that was close. That was close. But yeah, as soon as the guy mentioned top floor, he's like, don't talk about that. And then I turned around and murdered Skippy immediately. I was like, that's suspicious as hell. Oh yeah, he's immortal.
I know, what a hilarious response to just immediately attack him. You didn't even ask him about it. Oh, wait,
These guys are immortal. I have to get the jump on them.
You might have asked him about it. You might have said.
Yeah. I think I killed him before on accident before. Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't let me shoot to just wound, which is a thing in D&D. You made me auto kill.
Shoot to wound. You have a gun that shoots explosive electricity, whatever.
Let me only explode him a little bit, okay?
Yeah, it's so interesting to have an immortal character though, because you like murder him, but it's like so.
Yeah, I should have asked because that was unclear. I didn't know if it was like what, and then immediately like back to
True.
life. But
Yeah,
I think it like took a hot minute.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for a while.
So that was nice to see. Also, it felt good killing something and succeeding in some way. Even if it wasn't, like,
true. Like he's like strong. Like he's a whatever.
That felt like a badass moment. I was like, you still feel pain. Like you're not that immortal, dude.
That was,
like shoving a barrel into his wound. Yeah, my character got really fucked up and evil towards the end. You're right. It got really, really dark.
But he didn't even do anything to you. You were so.
That's suspicious. As soon as the one minuscule piece of evidence that I have to help me succeed in my plans, and he's like, no kids, and kills.
What he sounds like.
Kills the one person. Like that's so suspicious. So what was the reason, James? Please
I don't want to tell you at all.
What? No. Let me know. What was the great big
You
reveal?
sounded so excited when it happened at the time, and I was like, oh fuck. And then you've been talking about it. Literally, he was just like, there is nothing on the top floor. This guy's wasting my time. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
There was literally nothing. That's a great twist though. The twist of my brain was not at that level, but for a story that would be so good that the people you were teaming up with were like somehow hiding something like that. For sure, that would be like amazing story writing. But
if we had hours left in the thing, would you have been like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna change
I was so torn. I was like, I don't want, one, I haven't thought of any reason for them to not be, but I'm sure it's easy, you know, they're paired up with the other people. For some reason they're immortal to you, whatever, some reason. That's hard. That's actually a really hard reason. Why would they, unless they're trying to take over for themselves, I don't know.
Yeah, when I was like rapidly coming up, like, what the hell could he be? Like, what is their game?
Yeah, I'll let you come up with the solution for me.
That's wild. That was one of my favorite moments, which is.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I knew how excited you were about it. I was like, oh shit.
It's like, what a great twist! 15 minutes before the end of the stream.
I like the druid allergic to dander and animal pollen or plant pollen.
Oh, that's like a cat lover who's allergic.
Yeah,
like, it's okay.
That's a wholesome character.
Yeah, that's a really sweet, boy or girl.
Yeah, I felt so bad that was how you interpreted that. And then like your response was so
drastic.
Yeah, I feel like there was no chance to like just quickly move on and be like, let's just ignore, like let's just move on from that and not make a big deal out of it.
Then I went up.
I shouldn't have had him kill him. But the thing is, so they are like, they're criminals. He was playing good cop, so maybe he shouldn't have murdered him.
Yeah, what a good cop. Just immediately
like
kill one of your captives.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't really care about these people's lives. Of course, I mean, they, you know, but Yeah, he was just like, there is nothing on the top floor. Stop talking. Stop wasting my time. This guy clearly knows nothing. Because none of them knew anything. None of the people in that room. They were such low level trash. They were on the whatever one floor down. So they weren't gonna know anything. I really wasn't. There wasn't much for you to do on those floors, those middle floors, because the whole point is that that's like the basic kind of consumer facing floors. Except for those conference calls, just seeing how far across the universe, like how far spread Construction Corp is. Like there was like people with like volcano backgrounds, people with like giant oceans, whatever. Like that was just to show like, hey, these are like people conferencing all over the universe and like all these planets that they're harvesting. But then all the interesting stuff was gonna be down more floors.
Good for your brain for like thinking that far ahead. I was not interpreting any of that. I was like, I need to get in here.
Literally, I was just gonna, once you went down into the actual secret area, like once you were in the depths where like each floor is like spooky, whatever, I was just gonna like have you start rolling and whatever, just skip a bunch to get to something interesting.
Also, I literally gave up. Like at some point I like rolled super poorly on stealth and I was just like, I fall, I trip. And I just let him drag my body across the floor.
That was super funny when Skippy dragged you across the...
I was so broken as both a human being and a PC. Just truly wounded.
ASMR rogue, so dashing and charismatic, the sound of harps.
Oh my god, I love that. That reminds me, my favorite, it's also one of the prompts. Like having music follow them. One of my prompts, I guess it's different. I watched My Hero Academia, so does James, and for quirks, if you know what that, it's like lamer superpowers. My idea for having one, why am I talking about this? My idea for having one
how is this related?
Because music playing.
I thought you were talking about your one of giving mental...
No, not that one. Quiet. No, having like sound playing in the background. My idea is like internally somebody has the ability to like have music narrating over their entire life. So like they're having a good day, it's like have music. And it's like if somebody's like aiming a sniper like right at them about to kill them and they don't know it, it's like dun dun.
Oh,
like you hear within your own brain
so
that
cool.
like tense music starts and you're like, oh shit, like my spidey senses are tingling and you get out of the way. That's
a cool...
very barely related to what you commented, Flexion, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Cool plot.
And also, that is one of the prompts that I've put in here is narration in the head.
I love that one. Yeah.
Oh yes, young Timmy wakes up this morning and thinks absolutely nothing will happen today. Little does he know, 3 assassins are outside of his door, and it's just.
Oh, now I feel like you should get that one. Good.
Oh, I for sure just taken like the curmudgeonly British voice of Stanley Parable. Have you heard of that game?
Yeah, I played it.
You have? Oh, I wish I played it.
It's quite good.
Yeah, I'm for sure just picturing that, except you can hear it.
Yeah, I was picturing, see, when you said that, I pictured Bastion, which is more like a sassy narrator who comments on what you do. So I was more expecting the narrator to be like, oh, blah, 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 tries this, thinking it'll work. Oh, they're whatever, failed to, like, yeah.
Have you heard of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice?
Yes.
Desperately want to play it, but it's like apparently a pretty close approximation of like what somebody with schizophrenia has, and it's like, why would he do that? What an idiot! And just like those constant like bad, like truly terrible voices to live with. But that's also would be a super dope. More just be mean than anything. Like it's not necessarily helpful or like mechanically driven. That would be interesting too. It's like a mean Stanley's Parable.
Flexion, I really like that. I don't know where you're getting these, but that sounds
That's
awful.
So
yeah, it would for sure just be like whoop, 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 just like.
Oh my god, I don't have like mind control in a separate campaign that I'm doing at my school.
Read mind
with some kids. I have. What was that?
It's not coming through. I was gonna play the stream and have it start looping.
Like loop of what it was.
But it wasn't coming through it wasn't loud enough to pick up on the stream.
I have message, my character has message, and then also my DM, like I forgot what it was. There's like really dumb NPCs, and I basically like convinced them to just like give up and no fight by doing like message to them and sounding, because they stole like a finger that had magical powers, and I pretended to be like the old lady who like that finger was, and she was like haunting them and like a ghost coming in. And I rolled like high. My character has like high intimidation, so he like scared them without just like a blame all message cantrip, and I didn't have to do any combat.
Creative use.
Always fun. Yeah, and I got to do fun voices as my pirate dude. He's like, "All right, you stupid little fuckers, I'm gonna kill." I don't know.
That's
it's like
Granny's voice.
That was
all right, you stupid little fucker.
I want my damn finger. I don't know. I want my damn finger back.
That's your granny.
My grandma's evil. What can
you kids, give me my finger.
Hey, yeah. Hey, kiddos, I got some cookies for you.
I chose terrible. How do you feel about the voices for the characters that I had? Because Finch?
Skippy, I absolutely loved. Adored Skippy's voice.
Grunge and Tinch had. Oh, actually, Grunge was just like a Western.
Fest, I hate her voice. That's like your. Like it's
yes. Do tell me more about.
That's not like it's bad. It's like I hate it whenever you do those whispery, soft voices, which you do for like Jacob, which is like
it's my favorite voice. Yeah, it's my favorite.
By far my least favorite to hear, and I instantly hate those characters. I'm like, something's wrong with you, which says a lot about me.
There's nothing wrong with Jacob. There's definitely something wrong with Fess.
There's something wrong with Jacob. That guy's suspicious.
Jacob's a nice guy. Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, he's like preacher that's trying to be your friend.
Let's let the holy power of light protect us in its engulfing warmth. Let's do this, friends.
And whispering, but also shouting at the same time. No, thank you.
Yeah, I love the whisper shout.
Grunge and Tinch genuinely don't remember what their voices sound like. Both gruff.
Grunge sounded. Wait.
Oh yeah,
hey there, kid. Like Grunge sounded like this. Come into my territory. I like how he's like an orca. Like I like his vibe.
Yeah, it grossed me out, your description of him. Like,
oh yeah, the orca with all the like an emaciated orca with a bunch of blades coming out of him because immortal baby.
Because yeah.
I like the imagery of them just bleeding all over themselves because they like have died so many times they don't even care.
Yeah. Don't fully get why you would still sleep with like knives impaled in you, other than you can. I don't know why you would though.
Keep himself.
But it certainly is a great aesthetic for me to walk in on that much I show.
Hey, look, yeah, it's the rule of cool, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now he knew you were coming. He heard you coming, so he went and sat on the pile.
Like, I got
Yeah, I better sell this immortality thing.
This guy really needs to take our secret sauce.
Yeah, anyway, that's a depressing thing about Skippy. I had no idea what to do at the end. I wasn't gonna, because it was the very end, I wasn't gonna make it some big thing. I was gonna make it you fucked up bad, and I was gonna have Grunge find out and kill you.
What do you mean I fucked up? Oh, because I killed him?
By attacking Skippy. I was gonna have
you
to be
were
like,
not going to.
They straight up were not doing anything. You fucked up, bad moves. Grunge is gonna kill you now.
I would have been very upset if that happened.
But then you just like whatever, rolled well. I just walked past him basically.
Yeah, I never lied. It was fine.
I think you literally rolled deception. Oh, but you didn't. You just omitted information.
No. Yeah, and you're like, that's lying.
We've said that to Adriana before. We've had this.
That's different. That's different because it's not me, James. It's okay when it's me.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think so. You said that you think if it was like we had 4 hours laughter, you would have made it a twist, probably.
I don't know.
I would have, not just saying like you should have done this, but like as I for sure do that as a DM.
No,
for longer term.
100%. I would want to, because of course I don't want your action. It's such a big, especially if you're getting excited about that twist. Of course I want to go wherever the player's excitement is. I just had literally no idea. Like, the world was already so confusing. I was having a lot of trouble like being like, this corporation is so, I world built an unstoppable, like a perfect capitalist machine that has been just
so you admit it's impossible.
Honed to perfection. So I was like, how do you take this? I don't know what this thing's chink in its armor is.
Even know? Oh my, this is upsetting.
That's why I was letting you come up with the.
But you're also just not approving anything.
It had to be good. I was basically just outsourcing my work to you, but it had to be high quality.
Fuck you.
I like the idea of just talking to them. That's in retrospect, I should have just gone with that.
Thank you. My one decent plan. I'm salty. That's fine. It's all good. I'm gonna make your next week. I'm gonna make it fucking impossible. No, you die.
But I think there's maybe an element. I still do feel like there's an element of like your character shouldn't take everything for truth. Like you should have been like,
why you killed Skippy?
True. I don't know. I guess you're not a positive character though. But if you were positive, it would have been interesting if your character was like, no, I bet like let's try it. Like I bet we can get through to them. If that's our only way, if they're so strong and unstoppable, we gotta like all we can try to do is get through or replace them or something.
I was thinking that's another point we need to talk about. How don't play like good character. I think my character truly was chaotic good overall.
Insane. Hell no.
Okay, best, it's greater good. But what I was gonna say before we can get into that, I would love to heavily get into that with you. I was thinking like, oh, really? Like you can be a bad person and still be good. That doesn't make any sense. But
I believe those are
literally and warped my mind is that I believe that. But like you can be a greater good person where you have like there's plenty of fucked up people who truly believe like what they're doing is for the greater good and they actively do terrible things, like small little terrible things that they think are like inconsequential, like my character did. Like overall fine killing a couple people if overall she takes down this gigantic company that does terrible things.
But she doesn't. No, that's the difference of a good character and a neutral or evil character. The good character intentionally is like, I could kill some people on the way and it would be fine because I'd be taking down this greater evil, but I also shouldn't do evil along the way. So let me try to not randomly kill all these workers who are begging for their lives and talking about how much their friends mean to them.
Also, that's BS. That's the Hitler. That's exactly what the Nazis are like. Hey, I'm just following the rules here, baby. I don't make them. I don't.
Do you think you should murder every Nazi in Nazi Germany?
It's very complicated. No, I don't. I just watched a fantastic video from the Tintin writer. This is a great movie. I want to watch that. Not the point. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Chaotic good character acts as his conscience directs him with little regard for what others expect of him.
Then what is a chaotic evil character?
Oh.
And why his, huh? You freaking sexist pig.
I'm reading. A chaotic evil character tends to have no respect for rules, other people's lives, or anything but their own desires. That's not.
Nope. No respect for other people's lives or rules.
That sounds like the chaotic part. Well,
I think the no respect for other people's lives is the evil part.
Greater good.
Yeah, but you didn't have to kill them. It's one thing if it's like these people are actively.
I didn't mean to kill them. You made me kill them. I wanted to shoot the wound.
You are using it. Then use your sickle. You're using an explosive. After you saw the first person die, you continued.
In for a penny. After you kill one person, you don't just stop. You keep going.
Yeah, your character's for sure not chaotic good.
An argument can be made. I don't. By me.
Although, I mean, those are obviously kind of limiting things. But yeah.
I was thinking like I need to play like a sweet like innocent like not very intelligent like yeah that seems great and just like super happy about everything and just
that was
like
kind of your purgatory guy.
I'm well rounded. What can I say?
Until all his friends got killed. I think you need to do like a protagonist though, not like an idiot or an idiot in a different way, like a Naruto or like a Midoriya.
Deku?
Yeah, Deku exactly. I feel like it's like not just like, oh yeah, that sounds good, whatever, but like, no, we'll find a way that's like better than this. Like I won't kill people on my like I feel like I want to see just like a generic hero. Like the Flash, whatever, just like a Barry Allen, you know, someone who's like, I will save everyone. Like I will whatever.
Have you played a character?
No, I tried to do a little bit more last time. I just ended up doing like a nice person was my goal. And so
it's kind of hard to be in a world that's so small, I guess.
Yeah.
There weren't really like big hero opportunities.
Yeah. I mean,
Although I guess he could have been like, I will save this world versus, yeah, okay.
no,
I'm
yeah,
stuck
I
here.
haven't
Might
done
as
the hero.
well.
I think I want to do hero too for sure.
I want like straight up evil. Like I want to roll like chaotic evil, and then like because I've been restricting myself. Believe it or not, I've been holding back on that my real instinct, which is a truly evil villainous person apparently.
Your characters are all evil and villain.
But I'm saying that's me holding back. Imagine me full force just going for it. Imagine how terrible that would be. Because in my head, all my characters have been good. So imagine how evil and fucked up I'll be as a
I'm trying to think. Your purgatory guy was pretty nice. I'm just thinking about like your cowboy cultist.
He just didn't care about anything.
Yeah, he was just like he's just like didn't care about his friends, didn't care about his whatever. Didn't care about killing people.
We have a spreadsheet with all of our person.
No, your other guy was whatever. I don't know. It's fine. Your other guy was actually kind of a hero. That was all he did. Oh, yeah, but he didn't talk about it. Your guy just didn't have a personality. Oh no, he did have personality. He's an asshole.
Which one?
Your dwarf, the tall piner.
Oh, he was a jerk. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was a hero, but he's an asshole.
I'm nuanced. What can I say?
No. Wait, was your frog an asshole? How did you interact with the crew when you first met them? Also, our music ended. But also, we should probably wrap up soon-ish. So let's knock out a couple final.
He was nervous the whole time. That was sketchy as hell.
Yeah, no, he wasn't rude actually until.
Which is why. Until I was very tired. And
yeah, until he started murdering all the humans. That I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I was just tired at that point. That was more me than the character. But also
the time crunch for sure makes it bad. Like if we both weren't like this campaign has to end right now, I think for sure we would have just been like, okay, yeah, you whatever, go down and start interrogating them. You kind of take your time with that, and then we just end the campaign or end the session, and then next time we pick up, you head down to the 3rd floor or whatever.
Yeah. Many voices in this one.
Yeah, voices.
What's another question we got on there? I feel like we should preset our personalities just so we can like spice it up and like really enforce me to do it.
That's why I was like, I kind of like the idea of bringing a character in. Plus, if we have special guests, it'd be super nice if we can be like, hey, like make a character, bring them in.
I think for that, no matter what, we should, just so we don't impose our rules on other people.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to, like,
because that's stressful for somebody else too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we're fine. We hate ourselves, so we're good. We can handle it. So I think that's different. But no, it's just I need to come in and be like, I need to set that for myself personally. You don't seem to have that problem. Like you're pretty fine and
to not be an asshole.
I mean, well, that's different. Like if you were always nice, then I'd be like, you need to be an asshole. Versus me, where I'm always an asshole, I need to be nice. What are the other personalities? There's a lot in there. There's
many personalities that exist. That's why I think it'd be cool if we had a randomizer, because it would be like super.
Personality's different from. That's a million times different from.
Yeah, like, but maybe we should. But maybe that's like how we have like a setting section. That could be good. Maybe we just do that then.
And keep randomizing the rest of it, the way that we've been doing.
Because alignment is a terrible system. Obviously, like a 3x3 is not nearly enough to define whatever. So for sure, if we could have like super peppy, somber, like quick to give up, whatever. Probably not quick to give up. But I don't think that's a good trait for PC to have. I feel like we.
No, that was both of our. Are we being too hard on ourselves? Are we being too hard on each other?
We might want an element. I'm just thinking, like, I think for especially a one shot, I've been hearing about this as well, because like in playwriting or whatever, you're like, there always needs to be a reason that your character is there, because like a lot of times in a conflict, realistically, a person would just leave. Like if something bad's happening, they'll just leave. But you can't have your person just walk off stage. So I feel like our characters need to be the types of people who would be wouldn't just back out or
I don't think well, like I think we're both pretty fine with like thrusting upon the PC a situation that kind of needs them or is integral to them to react. I feel like I don't think either of us have had particularly like engaged PCs that need to do something. It's like we as DMs are both pretty good at like.
Hey, except for Thorna, that was all me.
That's different because I was at the mindset of Sergio, you dumb fool, stop taking control. You need to deal it all to the PC. So different. I've switched. Don't put that on me. That is all you.
Fine. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, my YouTube stream failed. Oh wait, are we not streaming on YouTube? Oh no, we are. We are.
Oopsies. Sorry, YouTubes. Oh, yeah. Also, just a quick backup for myself. James has acting and apparently creative writing experience. I have none of that. I'm just a lame, nothing person. Haven't even seen all of the Lord of the Rings. I've seen or read the books. Watched the first movie. It was good. I know I'm not qualified for anything. Okay.
What did I read? I read.
You read a lot.
Oh, I do read a lot of fantasy too.
I bought my first fantasy book. Got 14 pages in. It was good.
What was that?
I don't. It was damn it, I can't remember.
No, but for sure. Okay, but those don't help you that much. The issue is like, those help you for campaigns, reading a novel, like a fantasy novel. But for one shots, it's so much more like a short play. Like I feel like the fact that we're writing like 5 and 10 minute plays in my, because it's way more like a movie than a book. As a movie, you have to condense your whole plot arc to 2 hours. I feel like what we do is way more akin to a movie where it's like you're trying to get your one story and you just want to like get through it quickly and like have your major points and keep moving, keep the pressure on. Versus a book, you can kind of slow down sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with that. Is like I think we talked about it before. Like we're just capturing like the tiniest sliver, the smallest snippet in these people's lives, and ideally like the most iconic. And what they'll always remember.
Well, it was the end of Pip's life, so that was pretty successful.
Yeah. See, I'm saying we're good at wrapping, mostly like wrapping it up. Good little nice bow. It also felt like a good strong start, or like it felt like fast. It also helped to not have to set up other characters really.
It felt very short. Like thinking about everything that happened.
2 hours in that one play.
Yeah, exactly. Because it feels like Pip shows up. Pip's walking through the city and gets robbed. Pip meets Skippy. Skippy introduces Pip to the crew. Pip plans with the crew. Pip makes the attack. Pip fails and kills himself. Stop singing.
It never ends. It's Whiplash. Great movie. Glad I forced y'all to watch that. Any other notes? Oh, puzzles should not have one answer. Yeah, you're right. It was not that.
The puzzle did not have one answer, and I was receptive to other options. I believe I was too receptive to other options, and the puzzle should have had one answer.
It would have nice if we had one idea of how it worked instead of saying no to everything.
Look, the one idea, you sneak in by somehow disguising yourselves biometrically as...
That, oh my god. Sorry, continue.
As their employees, because I said there's a biometric scanner, so you gotta be like, okay, how do we get past that? And then they say, we've already tried that, you idiot, you can't get past it. And then you say, oh shit, and then you give up. No, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You're not sure how with this impenetrable place you've constructed.
You say, all right, we're gonna come in from the top. We're gonna enter on the top floor and work our way all the way down. We're gonna teleport inside.
I said that.
No way.
I would 100% said teleport. And like, we maybe got some of that stuff in here. Oh no, but you said you would telefrag. You said that you
yeah,
might
you could have
die.
teleported
Yeah,
in. There was
I
just
said
a small
Look
risk
at
of
you.
telefragging.
And you're like, no, that you didn't say small. You did not say small. You said it would be fine for us. Like, we're immortal. It's fine. Yeah. It was basically a no.
No,
James,
that's a yes. That's
I'm
a yes from me.
I'm upset.
I think I just wanted you to just choose one of the ideas and commit to it. Yeah, I don't know.
So me asking for feedback from my other NPCs I should not have done that. I should be like, no, I don't even want to hear what any of you have to think about this.
Yeah, I don't hear what you've tried before. We're gonna sneak in, and then be like, oh, and then you're like, we're sneaking in, we're disguising. I don't know, go through a robot, get some chemical to disguise your.
How would I know to think of this, James? Where would I?
Because I say
this out
biometric
from?
scanner, and you say, okay, how do we get past that? Can we disable
No,
them?
I
Can we use an
say-
EMP and disable them?
EMP is fine. Teleport is bad. Okay.
Hey, teleport was fine too.
Apparently not.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. What about just using Dimension Door? They've seen the lower floors.
I don't have that spell.
So you go find a scroll of Dimension Door. That's what I wanted you to go. I wanted you to choose one of these.
In a one shot, you cannot force me to come up with all of these insane, convoluted things that I could never think of.
I'll give you little baby puzzles. I'll be like, there's 2 holes. One is shaped like a circle, one is shaped like a triangle. On the floor is a cylinder in the shape of a circle, a pyramid in the shape of a triangle, and one is blue and one is red. And roll intelligence.
Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. Please give me that kind of puzzle. Don't give me the impossible. That's great.
I feel like this is the best I could do for a puzzle. I feel like this was my best attempt at puzzle in a one shot. Because usually in a campaign, if you want to do a puzzle, you kind of like pre-prep a little bit. Like you're like, okay, it'll be like a chessboard and then whatever. Like you just like come up with some kind of puzzle. But I feel like that's really hard to improv. So I wanted to just do like a
nearly impossible.
What?
No, I don't disagree with the thought process. I disagree with how few centimeters you were giving me to proceed with any of my plans. It's not the fact that you had nothing and you were winging it. That I'm fine.
That's fair. I probably should have just.
Like,
but the way the world was set up,
and whose fault?
But it's such a cool world. But see, it would work great in a book. I think that, or even a movie. The thing is, if you were writing this, it would work.
Which we're not.
I know. But my brain, it was a totally fine setup for a story. That sounds awesome. It seems basically impenetrable. As a writer, you spend 20 minutes and you think of a really cool, clever solution or something that this new person would know about. What?
20 minutes. That's generous. That's really short.
I mean, you could probably brainstorm pretty quick a bunch of different ideas.
I had 2 hours. But that's...
And then, well, it's a little different if you're the writer because you like know what to think of that like they wouldn't have. But yeah, I don't know. You come up with like a cool new solution, and then that's your plot. So it works fine there. But yeah, the game aspect for sure. That's not part of my creative writing or playwriting. The game aspect, the fact that there's another person who needs to figure it out along the way.
You need to drop out of all your playwriting classes. It's clearly screwing you.
I think I just need to devote more time to video game development, so I get a bit more of that aspect.
Sure, yeah. Go dive deep into dev. Yeah, go do that.
Anyway, what do you think about? So you're just saying I should have just had a less hard puzzle.
I mean, it's not a puzzle, so I feel like you should stop calling it that, as if there's a solution.
It's a story-based puzzle. It's like it's a collaborative puzzle.
As long as you put it in air quotes every time you say puzzle, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, fine. It's a puzzle.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. What was the question?
So your problem at this point is just I should have had a less hard puzzle.
Yeah,
just been more receptive. But see, what if it's like
throwing out more ideas to me, because that's like would have been incredible.
See, I had ideas, but I didn't want to take your creativity away. I didn't want to like
I think
impose.
at the hour and a half mark, you could have been like, this idiot clearly can't think of anything. Throw the kid a bone.
I wanted to give you a chance. I know, especially.
Like, I enjoy watching Sergio struggle.
I didn't. I was just like, I thought it'd be even worse if you spent all this time trying to come up with a solution, and the outcome was, well, James just gave me a solution.
I would have been, oh, thank God James gave me a solution. I can fucking do something.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Because I had a bunch. I was like, oh yeah, like Fess, especially because I can prep resources. I can be like, oh, Fess has been trying this whole brainwashing thing. She has this.
How the hell could I have guessed?
No, that's what I was saying. So I'm saying for sure, but I didn't want to just Deus Ex Machina and be like, hey, here's a solution. No reward for you.
Most expensive movies with the most brilliant, although maybe not, directors and screenwriters ever do that. I think it's fine in our little 4-hour one shot where we improvise nothing to do a little Deus Ex Machina. I think that's okay. Get your screenwriting shit out of you. Get that. Include all the tropes, all of the cliches. We want it here. This is how we survive. How we get by.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's a very different type of storytelling.
Your liberal arts degree out of here, James. We don't want any of that shit. I could say that now. State school, baby.
Yeah,
Woo!
that's good. Little liberal arts snowflakes. Hey, I think this is pretty much all of our questions. The last one was just character motivation and giving up. We kind of touched on it though. Like, should you? It's fine that you gave up because it was the end of the campaign. For sure. I don't know. Yeah,
I think giving up is great when you have PCs. Like, be like, no, buddy, you got it. Because one of my favorite character arcs in like D&D Let's Plays, Dimension 20 Fantasy High Season 2, where like a character gets like beaten down. Like he goes to a city where his dad, who's dead, like was like a great pirate king, like badass, and he's like in his father's shadow, and he gets beaten down like to a horrible sad pulp by some people who like worshipped his dad and like hate him, and like just like a long process of like how we kept rolling like a bunch of ones and stuff. He kept rolling, and he was just sad and miserable, and like he was supposed to be this badass like level 10 fighter, and he like the PC dropped his like his subclass and like reverted down levels. Like he chose to do that. He talked with the DM to be like, my character's like, he's done. Like he's not, like he has none of his cool abilities. He can't like multi-attack. He can't do anything. He's like sad and pathetic. And for like 2 full episodes, like 4 hours, he was just like nothing, and he's like depressed and sad.
That's
but he had
awesome.
his like, it was great, and he had to feel like PCs to like bring him on, like it's okay, or like yeah, you fucked up, like you went in there with 0 help, like, just with, and like that's on you, but like we're here for you and all that, and it was great. And then he became like a dancer, like fight, like I don't know what the subclass is for something else, but like a bard, and like he changed classes, and it was like a great like motivational moment. So for roleplay, the point of that is like in roleplay, I think it is fantastic to have like failure and feel that.
It's just with one-on-one, one-shot improv, for sure. I think probably DM needs to take more liberties. I think I'm still trying to hold back too much of like not dominating the whatever. Like I don't want to like dominate your motivation and stuff, but like because you have no other PCs to play off of, I probably really do need to like give you the NPCs to like really push you, because no one else is going to
dominate me, please.
Dominate you. How did you feel? Actually, I had one question. I always get self-conscious when I'm talking a lot as DM, like especially because it's a one-on-one, but it's you and then 4 characters I'm controlling, so it's like they all have things to say, but that's all me. How does that like feel?
In no world did I even think that was an issue.
Okay.
If I like had something to say, I did not feel uncomfortable voicing that. I never felt overpowered or anything like that. It felt normal for it to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you for sure have had more well-developed NPCs than I have, so I've not had that issue of like talking a lot. Most of your dudes have been like lone.
I have very PC-esque NPCs when I'm a DM. Like I try to give you PCs basically.
Which is nice. It's good. I need to do that more for you.
Oh yeah, yours would be because there's the one dude. I feel like your people end up being useless, and then I leave them.
Wow. Rude.
Yeah,
That's
wait, just
fine.
make them more useful. I think that's the problem. They all suck. The one bear guy was like, he could have been my PC bro, but he sucked, so there was no point bringing him along.
He did not suck at all. His stats were fantastic.
I just remember
You just
him being
didn't like him for
trash.
literally one thing that he did that I did for comedy's sake that you fucking hate.
I
You
still
hate joy and
completely think you
happiness.
shouldn't do things for comedy's sake.
I so hard disagree with you, so that's fine. We'll just keep our separate. In a one shot where nothing fucking matters, I say do stuff for comedy, especially in a looping Groundhog Day world where nothing matters. I stand by that.
Character's
strong.
gonna remember it's gonna stick with them.
That's.
Look, my character. I told you my character is research based. They use evidence and past experience to guide future decisions. That's what they did. He
being
proved.
like that is equivalent to a PC seeing the DM's plot hook and like fuck that shit and then going the opposite direction. That's what it feels like to me when you're like, no, that's not. So stop trying to be funny, please. Like let's get this.
Look, see, it's yeah, improv. You're trying to be funny. You gotta just.
What? I think it was funny. It was genuinely hilarious. And like, actually, Sergio, my character wouldn't.
We disagree about what's funny. Then clearly,
it was objectively funny to have a character. Yeah.
No, in a story it is, but not when it's a player. See, you're forgetting that it's a player. You're just writing a story. Because a player doesn't want to lose a player doesn't want to be the butt of a joke, like in that kind of way, and like lose purely at the expense of a joke.
It's not losing because you can immediately restart. So that's one thing. I would not, if it was like real world or not real world, if it was like this one shot where it's not restarting, I would not have a character randomly shoot you in the head. And no, it's only funny because of that specific world and the rules that we have set up there.
Yeah, let's hope it's never Groundhog Day again.
Fuck you, it's good. It's so good.
I don't know, I should probably rewatch that. I mean, I rewatched your
the
highlights,
clip's
which
there.
were hilarious.
I clipped it. It boils my blood every time I rewatch it.
It's very funny. Great.
So you admit it is very funny.
Oh, the passive aggression is very funny, or just the whole whatever is very funny. I love when you have Ruby say, "Oh yeah, you just got shot, whatever. That surely must kill you, whatever." But hey, I had a good answer. Okay.
I don't remember what was your answer. Oh
no, actually, it just passes straight through my head. And
oh yeah,
fine. Whatever. That's my character sees the rules of the world and she acts on them.
I was just a PC. Damn it! I need to fuck with you. I need to fuck with you more, just to upset you and be like a dumb, fun, funny character. Like, this is great.
Oh, be a PC who's like, oh god. Oh, I'm gonna be like a clown. Oh, that's such a good character energy. I'm gonna be someone who doesn't take anything seriously. Oh, actually, that's my pirate.
That sounds so upsetting I want to do that to you before you do it
fuck
to me.
you. I'm doing it next campaign. I'm gonna be insanely aloof.
Actually,
you're gonna like
have want this... like a fun. I'm tired of sad stuff. Yeah, dude. I don't want clown energy. Clown energy is creepy.
You're gonna have a character like come in and be like sad, like oh my whatever. And I'm like, huh? And then just walk away. Just slap him in the face and walk away.
That sounds so upsetting to DM boys. It's like a really.
Yo, I'm definitely gonna be an insane clown demon.
No, don't go in with that mindset. No.
I'm gonna be a clown demon.
Don't sabotage me.
I'm gonna go find a bunch of royalty-free clown carnival music. Oh, and the player controls the music. I'll just play that the whole time you're having a sad scene. And I'm like,
please don't.
This next one's gonna be good. I'm gonna send this to everyone I know. Send a link ahead of time.
Watch me torture. I hope that's DM versus level 20 PC.
Oh god.
I agree with that, bro. I'm
right.
excited.
Well, are you ready to wrap it up? Was there any other burning questions?
I am very ready. Thank you all for hanging out today. Fantastic. Valexion, thank you for chatting. It's been fantastic talking, hanging with everybody. We stream every Tuesday at 6 p.m. CST. and where we do completely randomized one shot, where we improvise everything, no planning, because we're lazy and tired, stressed college students. That sounds great, which we think it is. Please feel free to join us. We hope you guys have a fantastic day and a wonderful life. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.